everyone. It's Sam from the Ajax Pickering Board of Trade. Today I'm here at Penmore Callery Group with Bill Zolis. How you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this with us today.
No problem.
Maybe you can start off with telling us a bit about Penmore Callery Group. What do you guys do?
Perfect. I'm involved with the group insurance part of the business, and basically we work with companies from 2 lives and up and provide them with employee benefits. There's all kinds of different kind of benefits that we provide for. It depends on your budget and where you want to be in the when we budget for it, it's kind of what do you want to provide your employee benefits, and we do that.
So why is group benefits something important for a company?
Group benefits, and again, I'm a little biased, but in my opinion, it's a great way to retain and attract employees, and especially employees that have family members. You never know what can happen. I mean, a lot of people call insurance a necessary evil, but it is something that is pretty important to have. Anything can happen in your life, a death, a sickness, and a lot of the programs help out the employees. So to me, if you do not have a benefit plan, I've known of some people that actually would take a little bit less pay to have the benefit plan as part of their, what we call, total rewards.
Absolutely. And why Penmore Callery? What is it that you guys are doing?
Well, Penmore Callery, we actually merged with Penmore in the last couple of years. And, what value do we bring back to clients? Because of our collective intelligence and our buying power, I mean, face it, the bigger you are, the more value you can bring back to your clients, especially with the insurance carriers. It's all about numbers in the end. And to me, an organization like this is, fully licensed, has the knowledge. I mean, a lot of times I do employee meetings with the employer and their staff. And what do I do there? I educate them. I talk to them about doctors, pharmacists, and dentists. They're all, what I say, they're all people who are professionals. They're important in our life for our health. However, they're all entrepreneurs as well. So it's very important to understand where they're coming from, and educating employees are how, what I call smart shopping, is where their money can go further.
You said it's kind of like an extension on their HR as well.
It totally is. That's exactly what we are, an extension of HR departments. Bigger firms may have an HR department, but I would say most of the employers, it's usually the owner, the wife of the owner, and they need help. So that's kind of what we are in the end, is an extension of their HR department.
You were telling me you guys have been in the community since the 70s, so
Yes.
That's a lot of knowledge and expertise that comes along.
Oh, totally. We well known in the Durham region, and Brian Callery is the principal, at the Callery Group, and he's always been in the Durham region, and we have many clients in Durham region. I mean, we go out of the Durham region too, but the majority are in the Durham region, and we are big components of giving back to the community where we make work, play, and make a living.
Absolutely.
So we give back a lot.
And I don't know, people might have noticed that we're standing in front of this awesome picture frame right here. I see your little APBOT logo behind us, but that's a lot of you giving back to the community. Why is that so important to you?
It's huge. I mean, I was the 2013 Ajax Pickering Board of Trade president and then chair the next year, and I've been involved since 2004. And, we are volunteers when you're part of that, but you meet the greatest people, the mayors, the councilors. You probably know what's going to be built on a piece of land before anybody else knows. And, transportation and, economic value, all the companies coming in. You're involved with so many things that, to me, the only thing is it's tough to do your regular job and that at the same time. But you know what? I would never have met the people that I have met over the past few years if I wasn't, part of the Board of Trade.
And I mean, but you've also had a big role in building the community to be a better place, and a place where you want to live and play, like you said.
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of things that, as soon as something comes up that we advocate for, like if an employer, like we've all heard of that Bill 148, now there's a repeal to Bill 47, or, cannabis, I could go on and on. There's so many, those are the more recent ones. You've got to be educated on that, and you've got to be able to educate your employers on that, because a lot of them are, the media, unfortunately, says things that confuses people, and we have to bring it down to, as an employer, what if this happens? What can I do or not do? There's a lot of fear mongering, and that's kind of the value we bring back to a lot of our clients. And it's through the Board of Trade where we actually have some events where we learn and educate ourselves. In turn, I educate my employers based on some of that information.
And you've been a member of the Board of Trade a long time.
Yeah.
Been to a lot of our events. You're talking about, you know, the value that you've gotten back out of it.
Oh, totally. You know, one I'll say about the Ajax Premium Board of Trade, when we have some people that exit, you do an exit interview, and there's a lot of people will come back and say no ROI, and I'll go back to them and say, how many events have you went to? And they'll say one. And I say, you know what, the Ajax Premium Board of Trade is just a venue for you to, you know, to get involved with. You can't go to every networking event, every signature event, every educational event, but you can be involved and give. I like people that give and take, not just take. And it's certainly not the Board of Trade because, it's been since almost 15 years that I've been involved. It's been nothing but, great value that I bring back to my clients based on that. And even personally, it's a good feeling about giving back to your community.
Well, we appreciate that. I know you do blogs, and I know you're informing people. If people want to learn more about you, about group insurance, how can they find you? Where can they find you?
Sure. I mean, it's if you ever want to email me, it's bill@penmore.com. We do have a website you can go to as well, where some of the past blogs are there on the callerygroup.com. We're slowly merging the two websites, but that's where they are right now. And feel free. I always tell people, look, I don't bite. You can come back and talk to me. And I always say when you go out there, it's not like a roofer, but you should find out who you want to work with and who you want to have a relationship with and who you trust, and go to more than one person. We call ourselves advisors. When I say broker, I think of a broker as just somebody who, advisor and a consultant to me just adds more value than just a broker. I don't want to put down people who are brokers, but I do say I consider myself an advisor who can constantly educate themselves, so in return we can give that knowledge back to our clients.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for telling us a little bit about yourself, Bill.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.